recap of what our fingers were working on, right? So when we play C major, that first open note strings that we're going to be playing is going to have a down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. We're going to be using all those. We're going to be using the open D string, the open G string, and the open B string, which means C is with our third finger on the third fret on the A string, which is the fifth string. Then we're going to have an open D, which is our fourth string open. We're going to put our second finger, our middle finger, down on the second fret, which is going to play an E note. Then we're going to be playing our half step increment between the E and the F with our third finger. Then we're going to go open to our G string, lay down our second finger on the second fret on the G string to make an A, play the open B, and then put first finger down to make that resolution from the B to C. What it'll look like is this: C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then what I do is I take the second finger, not the third finger, and I play the same notes: C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Third fret, fifth fret, second fret, third fret, fifth fret, second fret, fourth fret, fifth fret, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Have you noticed that we omitted the first fret and the open string? The next one we do is with the third finger or the second finger, like we just did. It's with our first finger. We omit the second, first, and open by playing third fret, fifth fret, seventh fret, third fret, fifth fret, seventh fret, fourth fret, fifth fret, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. And what I'd like you to do is, once you get these three patterns, we're just going to start doing fun movements of 3 notes, 4 notes, 5 notes, sometimes 2 notes, sometimes 6. Sometimes we'll skip notes and just go 1, 2, 4, 5. That in the key of C would be C, D, F, G. 1, 2, 4, 5. Because we have skipped 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. Then it turns into rhythm. We can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So all these done slow can go fast. What we're going to introduce is the idea of doing is more of a long scale melodic movement that incorporates 1 chord, 2 chord, 3 chord, 4 chord, 5 chord, back to the tonic. With these movements that I'm trying to get you to do here, it's just a simple over the top of, if you heard this just droning in the background, just in the background you'd have So all these notes that I'm hitting are all within that C major scale. The idea is when we alter those numbers, they alter the way that the ear hears these frequencies. Some of them are called mixolydian, some of them are called Lydian, some of them are called Ionic, but all we really know is they're major chords that we could add and give influence to our music. which inevitably, when you put them together with things, it's a feeling. So the song that you've been working on, has these like half step movements. I'd like to have you see them as being something along that line to add a little bit more dimension to these notes that you're doing. And the shapes, as you just saw, can be moved anywhere and played. So if you put that along with a standard like feeling like a find all the notes that are within that scale by just playing all those half steps that we've talked about with our spider exercises. And then when you figure out that every note inside this scale can be played, you'll omit the ones that aren't the half scale that you want for a major. And then you add ones that you do want. What happens is when you do them in phrasings of do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you could do a 6-note phrase, then a 2-note phrase, then a 4-note phrase, then a 5-note phrase, and it sounds something like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. So that was a 6, 3, 6, 5 movement. So we're going to discuss this later, but that all starts with you doing a C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And don't worry about speed, we'll get it up to speed. What we're looking for here is consistency and knowing that the note comes through. So I gave maybe 6 different examples of ways to play these. As long as you get through the C, open D, E, F, open G, A, open B, C, and the C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, 2, 4, 5, 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7, 4, 5. If you can get through those 3 scales for me this week, at least 3 or 4 times, it's going to give us a wonderful foundation to move through with more melodic movements. And I could show you that that 3rd scale that you did right there, when you played that in F, end right there, you then can start playing that other scale and move it all the way up. So you're not just playing 1 scale, you're playing 2 and almost 2.5 to get all the way up the fretboard. See how I went all the way up the fretboard? Those are 2 different scale shapes which I inadvertently put together to get all the way up there. Anywho, love for you to go over Blackbird again too, and here's what it's going to look like all together now. G major in the 2nd fingering, you're going to play the E string, which is the 6th string, and your 2nd string, which is the B string. You're going to use your thumb on the E string, the 6th string, and you're going to use your middle finger on the 2nd string. You're going to alternate the drone note, which is going to be the G, which is the key that this is in, with your pointer finger. It's going to sound like this. Keep doing that over and over and over till infinity, until you get that. And then we're going to move our whole fingerings, take our thumb note that we're plucking on our right hand, and move it to the 5th string, the A string, right now, and put our 1st finger down on the 1st fret on the C, the high C, not the low string, but the high C. You ready? Here it comes. See how I moved both of those, but I'm still keeping the rhythm? And I've got my finger playing on the A. I'm going to do that movement after 4 times for you. Ready? 1, 2, 3 with the movement. 2, 3 with the movement. Back. 2, 3 with movement here. Here comes the movement. 1, 2, 1, 2. When you feel like you have this, we're going to move on to the next fingering. And the next fingering is going to go from the A open and the C on the 1st finger to putting down your 2nd finger on the B and putting down your 3rd finger on the D note. So a high D and a low B. And that comes out of a C and an A to a B and a D. What you're doing is you're influencing the B and a D from a G major. So you basically have a G major, A minor, G major. But it feels like a B because you're progressing up the scale of do, re, mi, fa, sol, E sharp diminished, F sharp diminished. So when you're going through these, what you're hearing is do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Here's the 3 chords backwards and forwards with the same right hand finger picking strategy. Hold these out longer and backwards. Up to the D. The idea is we want to be able to be fluid with these while keeping the right hand going. So the right hand exercise, that dom 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 da ga do bo do, that feeling, that rhythm, that tempo, that movement keeps getting moved over and over again. It is the exact same thing with finger style on the right hand as strumming, except we're not doing a motion like a gallop. We're actually using our fingers to individually pluck the strings in order, in correlation with each other, to make a pretty sound. That last movement that you do after getting the G to the A minor with the A minor C with that in, and then the G with the B in the bass, is to take your fingers and slide all the way up to the 10th fret, play the 10th fret on the A string, and then play the 12th fret on the B string to give a sound at both of your G's. Octave to octave. So you've got your third up here and you've got your tonic. So you get your G and your B. And the feeling of that is going to be pluck on the outside and then a double pluck with the thumb. Thumb and third finger, and then thumb, and then you're going to alternate thumb pointer, pluck, thumb pointer, thumb pointer. I'll show you how to do all that funky nonsense later though. It was good seeing you today. I'll see you later.